All right, Peyton, I'm looking through the notes here. Everything looks pretty good. How do you pronounce this this German plane? This that we're talking about?
Luftwaffe.
Waffle?
No.
What?
Try that again.
Luke Skywalker.
No.
Luke Wilson.
No.
Luke Ferrigno.
No.
Loof vanilla wafers. Dude, this is so hard. Loof milkshakes. Loofy loof.
Are you reading the same paper I have? Repeat after me.
Yes, sir.
Luft.
Loof
Waffe.
volcano.
No.
Loof vehicle. Luke Fisco. I'm just gonna let you say it, Peyton. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this. Loof Voffen? I was close, wasn't I?
It's Luftwaffe. How can you not say that?
I'm not German like you are.
I'm Irish.
Since when?
Since always. Hey guys, it's What to Watch on 3 time here. It's Peyton Fretwell.
And I'm
here.
Christopher Gates.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
That is your name.
It is my name, and I'm loving it. That's why I was punching it, because I like how you said my name. So,
we got a lot of stuff to talk to you guys
do.
about, a lot of movie news, and a lot of upcoming movies that we're going to talk about.
Indeed, indeed.
Let's get to the news. First things first, IGN is reporting that Warner Brothers has shelled out 5 million smackaroos to purchase a vintage World War II aircraft, most likely a German Luftwaffe. Say that 3 times fast.
I can't.
Or should I say that 3 times fast? That's German for 3.
What?
Okay.
I like that.
Well, let's get down to business. Report says it will be fitted. Reports say they will be fitted with IMAX cameras during the shoot and will ultimately be crashed. Chris, does this make you excited for Dunkirk?
Excited. Well, first off, I was already excited for the movie. Now I am just insanely thrilled about this. They're
I don't think we said it. I don't think we said it in the notes, but Dunkirk is the movie Christopher Nolan's directing. That's coming out in 2017.
Yeah, it's
So,
a World War II
sorry to
movie that he has directed. We've talked about it in previous episodes.
Yeah,
if
we
the
have.
Fans have watched us.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Please go watch our videos. We work very hard on them.
No, we really do. I always. Every day. But no, I'm actually really excited about this. They're spending they're making this a really, really, I think, a good movie. They're spending a lot of money to take a relic from that time and they're gonna crash it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to see the action sequence or sequences that lead up to that. That's wow, that's very, very impressive.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan, he's always doing these movies that are huge and they're always getting bigger and better. One of my favorite movies by him, of course, is Inception.
Yes.
Inception is one of those movies. It's big. It's larger than life. It's kind of this. It seems too big to be reality, and that really helps feed the dream narrative that's present throughout the movie. And I'm really excited about this movie. Obviously, I love World War II films. Big time history buff. I was excited about this movie when he announced it. I'm even more excited about it now because if they're willing to crash a $5 million plane for this movie, then obviously the script is strong. Obviously, the studio has faith in Christopher Nolan.
People who started it, you got Cillian Murphy, Tom Hardy, and even One Direction's Harry Styles. Which there's one person who's going to get the best out of someone from One Styles, it's you, Christopher Nolan. I know you can do it.
One Styles coming to a town near you.
Yes,
they've just gotten rid of all of them. It's just him.
They put all of them on that $5 million plane. They're gonna crash.
Yeah,
sorry, it's too soon. Sorry.
I know. Darn Germans. I apologize to all our German audience members. All one of you, maybe.
Is your girlfriend part of German?
Yeah, she has an account. She has to watch these.
Okay, anyway.
It's in our contract.
What's that? Dunkirk is set to release July 21st, 2017, like you said. So, and I saw it's scheduled to be rated, most likely to be a rated R movie. So, I mean, it's a World War II movie, so it's most likely going to be.
I can't wait to see a PG-13 rated R movie where there's bullets whizzing past their heads, there's gunfire in the air, and there's just, what the crap is happening? What the freak?
What is this? Oh man, gee golly, you willikers.
Yeah, what? That's,
Oh, man.
yeah, that's what I think of when I think of PG-13 movies. Just people trying really hard not to say the F word.
Of course. You know, that's, as a matter of fact, going on to another subject, since we talk about PG-13, was Suicide Squad. It got rated PG-13.
Yeah,
and we were sitting there saying, like, this should be rated R.
It should be.
Kind of like Batman v Superman should have
It's a movie about DC villains, and they're teaming up against bigger, badder villains. It should be rated R.
It should be.
And so should this movie.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned earlier, I'm excited because I love everything Christopher Nolan has done so far. I even loved Interstellar. A lot of people didn't like Interstellar. I would probably put it in my top 5 movie-going experiences of all time. I loved every minute of Interstellar. It pulled me in. It was also a big movie, just like Inception, and this movie is turning out to be.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. If it's anything close to as good as Interstellar, I'm excited about it.
You know what? Thinking back on The Dark Knight Rises, the opening plane sequence with Bane, you know.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan has to direct. He knows how. First of all, he already knows how to direct, and he's excellent. The people he got to do his cinematography, it's fantastic. He knows how to do set pieces. So.
And the cinematographer who did Interstellar is actually returning for this movie.
Oh, so then this movie's already it's set go. Like this, the movie's already out, but I'm already pre-order Blu-ray. I'm already announcing a rental review 2017 right after this movie.
And at around this time next year, we'll be talking about that movie.
Of course,
hopefully.
we will be.
And one of the two of the mains in this movie, Cillian Murphy and Tom Hardy, also in a show I've been talking about on
Peaky
this. A show I've been talking about on the Peaky Blinders. I can't stop talking about it. The third season just came out, and if you're out there and you haven't started watching Peaky Blinders on Netflix, it's amazing. Go check it out. It's only in its 3rd season, and they're only 6 episodes per season, so it won't waste a lot of your time.
Told our own Carmen Rose to check it out tonight.
I did do that. I'm trying to tell as many people as possible. And like, if you're into great dramas, if you're into period pieces, like seeing very unique areas, stuff we don't usually get to see, because it takes place after World War I, and that's usually a time period that usually is skipped over.
This is good because those two actors are already playing a period-paced time period. They can go to Dunkirk. They're already playing another after-war sort of movie. And for those who don't know, both Cillian Murphy and Tom Hardy were in the Batman trilogy movies as well. They were both in The Dark Knight Rises, obviously.
And Inception.
And Inception. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. They were also in Inception. So these are key Christopher Nolan, you can say, players that have been in his movies. Only one that's missing is Michael Caine. And he'll probably show up as a cameo. I remember Dunkirk. Back when it was being, that's terrible, Michael Caine.
That was awful. just say my cocaine in British accent.
Vocal King?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, but yeah, like you said, July 21st, 2017. Check out Dunkirk.
Definitely.
All right, we're going to move on. We're going to talk about, we already covered our movie news. That was our big headline. We're going to transition over to stuff that's coming out in this week and next week.
Yes.
We're talking about Conjuring 2 that's coming out this week, and Finding Dory that comes out next week.
Huge movies coming out this month, indeed, in the next 2 weeks. The Conjuring 2 being directed by the same director, James Wan, who did Saw, Insidious 1 and 2.
And did the last Conjuring movie.
This is really a huge movie. Reviews for it have already been fantastic. I think it has like an 80-something% or 76 to 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics are seeming to love this movie. They're talking about it's refreshing. It's just as good as the first one. I haven't seen the first one, but I'm really excited to see The Conjuring 2.
One of the critiques I've heard of it, and probably one of the reasons why it's not getting a higher score, is that I've heard it's got a lot of the same tropes as a usual horror movie. You know, it's got jump scares and stuff. But what it does right is it takes those horror movie tropes, and it does it in a way that seems refreshing, where that there's a lot of practical effects, not so much CGI, and the jump scares are real jump scares. They're not fake jump scares. You know what I'm talking about. You've been to a horror movie, especially the past few years, where a loud bang will happen and it's just a bird or something like that. Those kind of, something like that. Those kind of jump scares, they're called false jump scares, and they make me so mad, especially when I go see a movie and I want to see the monster or whatever's going bump in the night. You know, for it to be a bird, and so I just feel manipulated. I mean, that's kind of the point to a horror movie, but at the same time,
90-minute film mark.
yeah,
88 minutes.
You got to fill it up, and you got trying to keep people on the edge of their seat. Do it with atmosphere. You don't have to do it with jump scares. That's one of the things I liked most about The Witch, was that it didn't rely on a bunch of jump scares. There were hardly any jump scares in the whole movie, but I was on my seat the whole time because of the atmosphere. I felt like something was going to happen the entire time.
The soundtrack, everything, how that whole movie, it was more of like a suspenseful thriller than a horror movie.
Exactly.
But it's a horror movie, but that actually makes it refreshing. And so that's definitely something that, yeah. And also I did a review on that, so you should go check that out too, because that's a good movie to watch to get yourself set for The Conjuring 2 coming out this Friday.
Redbox right now.
Redbox right now. Go.
I own it on Blu-ray. I have to say, I am not displeased with my purchase. It has a lot of great bonus features for all you Blu-ray collectors out there. In my opinion, it's one of the best horror movies that's come out in the past few years.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so that's and a lot of things that led coming up for The Conjuring 2 that I'm hearing about is got me kind of excited. Because to be honest with you, I kind of was just going to dismiss this like, oh, it's just another horror movie trope. But then I've heard people talk about it. I've heard you talk about it. I heard you talk about the first one, and I was reading about like the character development. I like the actors in it. Actually, our own Savannah was the one that pointed out that the female that's married to Patrick Wilson's character, she's the same one playing in Norman Bates' mom and Bates Motel.
Vera Farmiga.
For me, I didn't put that. I didn't know her name. Sorry. I should know these things.
They're on your notes. They're right there.
Well, I still wouldn't know.
It's not Luftwaffe. You can.
Luftwaffe. Actually, I would have known who she was.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, internet. I'm sorry, people. But yeah,
she's great in Bates Motel, and Patrick Wilson was great in the second season of Fargo.
Fargo, yeah. Well, shoot, I loved him in Watchmen.
Yeah, in Watchmen he was great as well.
I loved him in The Mouseketeer. That was him.
I was really pleased by The Conjuring, the first one by James Wan, and it was really refreshing. It's the same thing with his first movie Saw and Insidious 1 and 2. I was a big fan of those movies because there was something tangible to those movies. It didn't feel fake. It didn't feel artificial. The scares felt real. The things that were chasing them felt real. That he did a great job of, like I said, building an atmosphere of making us actually scared. Not scared for a second, and then we're not scared anymore. We were scared for the characters because these were characters that we cared about. And that's the thing I'm looking forward to, The Conjuring 2, is that we get another one of these movies. And James Wan really is one of the best voices in horror out right now, especially in these big-time horror movies. So I'm really looking forward to this movie, and I hope The Conjuring 2 lives up to the hype that it's kind of accumulating.
It's been a great year for horror fans so far. We've had this. I mean, last year we had It Follows. Then we had The Witch earlier this year. Now we have this. And we got the other one that we were talking about that's coming out later in August, where the teenagers go in the house and the blind man is there.
Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe. That looks to be pretty good too. So definitely, it's a good time. So we're really looking forward to that. So we'll have some more about that later this week.
And in a total change of tone, we're going to talk about Finding Dory.
Yes, I was actually going to switch over to that, but yes.
Oh, by the way, Conjuring 2's rated R comes out this Friday. So check that out.
So probably you can see it Thursday night, which would be good. I want to see it in theaters because there's nothing better than seeing a horror movie when a bunch of other people are just like, don't open that door. I'm like, it's a movie. You can't tell what the character is. Anyway, on a different subject now. Finding Dory comes out June 17th.
In case you didn't know, people in movies can't hear you.
Yes.
In case you didn't know.
But they keep trying anyway. Don't open that door. Why? Because Finding Dory comes out.
They can't hear you either. Well, they can hear you, but they can't thank you for telling them don't open that door.
They're not thanking me right now. Trust me.
They're just like, move on with this Finding Dory thing.
I know you're so stupid. Yeah, Finding Dory, the sequel to, of course, Finding Nemo that came out in 2003. It won everyone's heart. It made you cry the first 15 minutes because you're like, dear Lord, this clownfish has lost everything.
I will admit, I cried strong man tears.
Oh, dude, I cried when first. That movie and Up, shoot, don't even get me started. But yeah, Finding Dory is finally going to come out. Once again, starring Ellen DeGeneres, Al Brooks, also Teresa Whitaker's favorite, Idris Elba, Diane Keaton, Ty Burrell, Bill Hader, Kate McKinnon. There's just so many other more people.
So many people in this movie.
I just don't see how this movie can really just be.
Let's be honest, it's going to make $1 billion.
just don't
There's
see how-
there's no way it doesn't make $1 billion.
I mean, the original Finding Nemo is just a classic on its own, one of Pixar's finest. It's a fantastic movie, and everything that's seen from the footage and stuff, this seems to carry on more of the same. You know.
As soon as I watched that first trailer that Ellen DeGeneres released on her YouTube page, first time I saw that trailer, I was like, I heard that line where she's talking to her family, her mom and dad, and they say, "We'll never forget you, Dory." And then she goes, "But what if I forget you?" I go, "Oh my goodness, I'm going to cry like a baby in this movie," because like Alzheimer's and stuff like that is very is very close to my heart. It's a topic that I talk about with people all the time, and knowing people that have gone through it, and so that's definitely going to hit a chord with me. Anything that has to do with short-term memory loss or long-term memory loss, I know it's in a fish movie, so we can't.
But if there's one group of people who know how to pick those emotions, it's Pixar.
Pixar.
They can do it. They've done it fantastically with a number of other movies, and I don't see any reason why they cannot do it with this movie. It's going to turn out very well, and it's just you're gonna have a sea of emotions there, just gonna run over you.
Yeah. I see what you did there. A sea of emotions.
I didn't mean to do that on purpose. But
just rolled with it.
I like what I did there. I didn't mean to, but I like that. But like you said, that right there, I forgot about that line. That right there sets up like the whole tone.
And one of the interesting things about this movie is nothing that has to do with the movie itself, but the impact of the movie. Because remember when Finding Nemo came out, there was a large amount of people going out and buying clownfish.
Yes.
And it was okay because clownfish can be bought in they can be bred in tanks and be bred very easily and quickly. So they were able to meet that demand. Now the fish that Dory is, the name escapes me. I read the article earlier today. But,
I saw the article you were talking about there. That blue, like a blue flanagan, blue something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
But they're actually they're trying to, really tell people, don't go out and buy your kid the Dory fish with the blue flanagan because they're not able to be bred in the tanks. You actually have to go out into the wild and catch them, and that could cause a very negative effect on their population. And we're already losing so many fish species nowadays.
What's going on?
Where are the bees? And we need to get as many people talking about that as possible. Make sure if your kid wants a Dory, go buy her a little plush Dory.
Yeah, go get the merchandise that Disney's going to be selling for. I don't care what exorbitant amount. It's a better alternative for your child and for yourself and the environment than trying to go out like let's go snipe hunting or something like that.
Don't do that. Don't take your kids snipe hunting. Don't take your friends snipe hunting. Don't take your kids snipe hunting.
Definitely.
But don't. But also don't get your kids these fish that could die in captivity. They need to live out in the wild, and we want to conserve the environment.
We sure do.
What's watch? Talking about the environment.
Hey,
we went politics earlier this year, and now we're going politics.
Because we care about it. Finding Dory, once again, does come out June 17th. That's not this Friday, but the following Friday. And so we'll definitely have review, more information on that coming in the coming weeks and stuff like that. We actually have a previous video you can check out before where we talk about our favorite Pixar and Disney movies, just a combination of that earlier. So you can definitely check out that video as well. And while you're at it, you can check out Zootopia because, hey, guess what? That came out this week as well, and you can watch a Zootopia review. So, see,
we'll do a real review on that too, or later.
I'm doing promotions. Look at me. Yes. Hey, more promotions. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to us. If you want to catch more videos, go to WRBO.com, click on the Watch tab. You can also follow us on WRBO, What to Watch, all the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's the same address, at WRBL, What to Watch. We should make a jingle out of that.
At WRBL. No, I give up. Yeah.
You better watch out. You better not cry, because WRBL, What to Watch, is going to let you know about your favorite movies and how good or terrible they are. You like that?
I feel like that the few seconds you used of that Christmas song, we're going to get sued for.
It's free domain. Is it?
I don't know. We should have looked that up.
Sure.
Is it in our notes?
I'm not sure. I'll tell you what's in
It's not in there. It's not in there, Chris. What is our budget? What is our budget for lawsuits?
Hey, what's that?
can't run from the law, Chris.